Hey folks, your OS reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the Wilfo SW-320. This is a fitness tracker that also features continuous heart rate monitoring. So it's part of this newer generation of fitness trackers with this new sensor on board, and it still is fairly affordable, coming in under $40. It comes with a OLED display, and it's also sweat and light water proof, so you can take it when you're exercising as well as maybe for a bit of a shower, and it should still survive. Other features on here are fairly typical. It will track your steps, your distance. In addition, there's a sedentary sensor, so it uses the accelerometer to know how long you've been sitting and reminds you to get up and move just for better health. It also has a timer, shows your time and date information, of course, and it can link up with an Android or iOS device, and it pushes some notifications like calls as well as SMS text messages onto the display as well. So it's not a smartwatch per se, but you can see it does work with a few applications like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and other alerts that you might have. Otherwise, it uses Bluetooth version 4.0, which is fairly typical. Standby time is around 7 days or so. The battery, which is 770 milliamp hours, takes about 2 hours to completely charge using the cable that's bundled. And here is the QR code that you can scan to download the application, which is called VeryFit. In terms of accessories that you get for this fitness tracker, you have access to the tracker itself, which we'll take a closer look at the design in a second. There's the aforementioned charging cable/cradle. It uses 2 magnetic contact pins to charge. And there's also a quick start guide that's documented in a few different languages, from English to Chinese to French to German, and it tells you how to set things up and to use it. Some other features on here include a find your phone and a remote shooting function. So once it's linked using Bluetooth, you can tap on the fitness tracker to take an image using your phone's camera. And there's also the ability to locate your phone. So you can tap on the fitness tracker and the phone will vibrate or have a ringtone within the app. So it's a nice little feature and extra touches. So here's what the fitness tracker looks like. It's fairly portable as far as size is concerned, not anything too bulky. There's a slight concurved edge to the display, although there is the material choice here is made out of this glossy material, which makes it fairly smudge and fingerprinting, which means that after a while, it should probably clean it off. So that's one of the only concerns with the build. Otherwise, the material here is very good. It's made of this silicone band material, which is comfortable. It's unisex, and I can also loop this band around to get a more comfortable fit depending on the user. So on the sides here, you have access just to the simple one-click key for the power, as well as for changing, syncing things for the very first time. And otherwise, you can kind of see the display. It's a little bit hidden underneath the surface. There's also a capacitive key, which you can tap on to cycle through the various modes. So the application itself, which is called VeryFit, is actually fairly generic. We've seen this app before. You can see it's already been downloaded 500,000 times on the Android store. It works decently well. It's not customized for this specifically, but it does support heart rate monitoring if that's a feature that you want to use. Otherwise, the interface itself has improved over the few generations that we've seen it. Essentially, you have your name, your profile, the battery remaining can be displayed on the top over here as a percentage, and you can also set it up so that it gives you notifications. It will vibrate or make a sound when you get a new call after you've been sitting for a while. You can update it. You can unbind, means disconnect it using Bluetooth. Some basic info as well about your sleep can be seen. So there's sleep tracking in a sense. It tells you how much deep sleep that you've had and light sleep. And also your goals if you want to set it up for how many steps you've taken. So pretty easy to use. So the monitor itself, it's being charged up. You can tap on the power key once to take a look at its charging status. What I like is that you can use the capacitive key or the physical key to do really the same action. So it gives you 2 ways of accessing really the same features, which is pretty nifty. So you can take a look at some of those basic functions: time and date information, battery status, displayed in 24-hour or 12-hour formats. I can go next into steps for the pedometer, kilometers in terms of distance, calories burned, and then goes back. I can tap and hold for a few seconds longer to initiate into some specific modes, such as recording, a specific exercise that you want to go and take. So it takes you to this timer where everything's a bit more precise about your movements. But otherwise, as far as sleep tracking is concerned, there's no additional things that you need to do. Just directly go to sleep when you're wearing it, and it will track that automatically. So that is a cool feature to have. So otherwise, it's very lightweight. It's pretty comfortable to wear, like we talked about. And since it uses these pins, it does make it also waterproof, which is fairly good if you're taking it to the gym or taking it to the beach. It's not going to get damaged. It's definitely not the most exciting fitness tracker we've seen. The design doesn't inspire that much flashiness in the fitness tracking world, but at least it works and things are fairly accurate as far as the steps and movements. If you shake it around, it doesn't accidentally trigger it as a movement, so there aren't too many missteps in that sense. So it's fairly accurate. It does work pretty well. The display is pretty readable under the sun just because it's using OLED, although it's still a little bit small in my opinion. You just get a digital kind of view of your time and date. There's not really a way to change that too much, but again, for a basic fitness tracker, it will suffice. So you can check out more details about this in our upcoming official written review, but for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. This has been the VeryFit S320, part of the newer generation of fitness trackers with newer heart rate monitors being rolled out. Thanks for watching.